Get our Spotify bumping. Turn that up. What's up, people? Just fixing my stream stuff real quick. All right, that looks okay. Let's do some Acari farming, baby. Gonna be a good day. Already got the set. Now we just gotta test out the builds. Get some Deathbringer going. Death Shield going. Let's go. Just update the tags on this and we will be Gucci. Whoops. That would have been bad. How's everybody else doing? Right. That looks clean. That looks clean. Cool, cool, cool. Just get a link real quick. Yo, how are you doing, Eon? Sorry, yesterday farmed 1 p.m. to 12 a.m. I have all Acari pieces but chest. One run. Eon, were you running hunts? Or were you running, like, expeditions? Because legit, dude, I'm gonna drop a video. We farmed hunts for 3 days. I risked my account for 4 hours trying to just reset the hunts to just test, like, jack shit for Acari pieces. And then literally ran CT15 for like, what, 4 hours? Got everything. You know? So we're solid. We're solid. I want Death Shield because that's like tops in terms of anomaly DPS. But like I'm telling you, nothing comes close to CT15s. I think maybe for weapons, it's worth doing the wanted stuff. But everything else, The hunts. The hunts can take a hike, you know? How's the music? Is the music too loud? Can't tell if it's just loud because I have it in my directly in my ears. I'm good today, Lee. I got my Acari shit. I've just been kind of testing builds. Really want Death Shield. Think we can probably optimize our boots and gloves a little bit better. But you know, we're gonna try the overheat build today. We're gonna try the feed the flame stuff that I've been like basically running, and then I also just picked up that branded, the branded mod, which where the hell did I put it? I might have swapped it off. Shit, somewhere here. But the branded mod that basically gives not overheat. Thermal bomb makes it like a vulnerable, basically. But I'm solid. Got full Seismic Commander other than legs now, so I'm in the same place as before the wipe, which is nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, I really just want... Death Shield right now. That's the main thing. But as far as Acari pieces, like I'm straight right now. Got the ones I wanted. Actually got like 3 of these waist cloths. Look at the difference in armor rolls, huh? This one, like literally 2,000 difference, huh? Pretty wild. I'm a little hamstrung right now when I'm not running overheat stuff. But I mean, not hamstrung. Like the other builds work great, but I don't want to overwrite this overheat tier 3 mod until I can get another armor of Acari chest piece, because if I never see it again, I'll be pissed. I'm ready to get water marches on dashboard farming for God Roll DLC AR. Dude, see, I don't know what's gonna happen with those, man. Everybody and their mother did, you know? What's up, Wazdika? Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate the follow. I do see that you followed. I didn't see you in the chat, but I see it in the dashboard. So, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, lift some of the negativity and encourage a little bit more, you know, theory crafting and building when it comes to these builds. You know what I mean? So many people just being super, super negative. And it really is a fun game. So it's like, people gotta just chill, you know? All right. Should be straight here. Cool. Do I think Pyro will get a nerf? I don't know what they would do in terms of nerfs for anything else, man, because people aren't... This community isn't exactly in the most high spirits right now, according to Reddit. Although that's a very, very vocal and very negative minority in terms of the full player base, I feel. Use blade rounds to farm for god rolls for my AP Techno. How are you liking AP Techno, dude? We were having a discussion about this yesterday. AP Techno isn't super appealing to me, like AP Pyro is. But I'm curious if you're having any success at like CT15 with AP Techno. Yeah, 370 is definitely the go-to, preferably, because that'll get you above 90K. Once you get above 370, though, don't, you know, don't waste your time over it. It'll make you miserable. But wasted 4 days basically farming for Acari in hunts, and then spent 3 hours doing what I should have been doing all along, and picked it up. So pretty solid. All right, let's emergency stance, bullet kindling. Maybe that's what I was running on my gloves before. Like condition-based AP tech. No, I'm not using mines or minigun as me. Oh, so you're doing like status effects then? That's pretty solid. So you're just going like AP. You're going like AP with blighted rounds so that the toxic does more. I'm guessing. Dang, I really gotta find better boots. It's not optimal right now. It's okay though for now. Dude, anybody who complains about anybody complaining about people using emergency stance needs to take a walk. Because do anything that you can to help yourself in this game. Straight up. Anything. Alright, that's okay. Burnt out. That's okay. What the hell did I have on here before? Probably... Do we have double... Probably ride the wave. Twice as hot. I mean, really all you need is twice as hot. We got burnout. Got these two, Captain Hunter. That's pretty solid. We got a little bit of wasted space with detonator, of course. Let me just... Bleed, burning, and toxic. Are you using like blighted turret too? Alright, what the hell was my build before? Basically, okay. That looks okay. Got a little bit of wasted space, but that's alright. I really want to make the overheat build work, but I think you need that little bit of extra damage from Death Shield to really make it shine. Phaser, feed the flames. Didn't care for that build at all. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to make sure I get my exact talents that I had from yesterday. Really don't know how much this is needed anymore, but honestly, I kind of like how this build works. It's pretty safe. And again, guys, tell me if the music is too loud or if the music is actually trash. I'll change it. Alright. Phaser, feed the flames. We got twice as hot. Twice as hot is key in Pyro builds. Ride the wave. We got damage infliction from burnout. Even though we really only need it to be ×2. So that might not even be worth it. Maybe I should do just times... 2, and then unstable anomaly. We'll test that afterwards. No big deal now. Dude, okay. Then back to LM. Alright, use an LMG. I gotta turn down this music a little. Actually, just in my ear. Okay. An LMG for highest clip size to get a crit on. Spread all 3 conditions with Wrath of Malak, Bone Shrapnel, Lighted Turret. And I swapped to 1 clip rifle with Scrap Grenade and another shot reload mod. Then back to LMG to apply all 3 conditions again. Wow, that's some, you gotta use some mechanical stuff there, bro. I'm guessing the main pain point is just getting the initial damage so that you can actually proc everything, get that Bone Shrapnel kill. Or are you using Vein Ripper to apply bleed on crit? What's up, Messiah? Thank you for the follow, dude. I saw that you followed. Appreciate it, man. We're just gonna be testing some Acari builds today because we got the set last night. So we'll see how it goes. Looking for a Death Shield shotgun, preferably. That would be really great. Looking for anomaly boots and gloves that have cooldown status. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just make sure everything's up to snuff. Yeah, if you have any questions at all, let me know. Sorry, Eon, I totally got off track there too. Twice as hot is like absolutely essential if you're running. Ooh, I don't know if I like these gloves. They don't have any cooldown, huh? It's okay. This particular build already has super low cooldowns. But what Twice as Hot does, and I'll show it to you in a second, but basically it adds a shitload of damage to your runs. Like a ton of damage. Like it doesn't look like it does a lot, right? Like whenever a skill is used, inflict extra, 39k. Hey, Asher. Thank you, man. I appreciate the follow, bro. It adds an extra 39k damage to all enemies afflicted with burn, which is pretty much everything. But like you could go and you could apply burn even with like a random weapon that applies burn, like this thing. And then when you go and you use an ability, it will apply that damage to whatever you hit with that burn too. And so we're not doing that in terms of weapons with this particular test, but Twice as Hot is just insane. Like if you actually look at the end of the run, the Twice as Hot damage is crazy, especially if you're leveling up and going through the challenge tiers as a Pyro. You gotta put on Twice as Hot. I guarantee you it'll be like your top 2 damage sources. Guarantee. Alright, let's just do Scorched Lands so I can chill. Moaning Winds to my pistol. A lot of people liking Moaning Winds. Bone Shrapnel 3 is on my crit AoE bleed, and Wrath of Malak is on the crit AoE burn. I need to land 1 or 2 headshots, and that's easy with everything being frozen all the time. I got you, bro. I think Bone Shrapnel 2 is better than Bone Shrapnel 3, though. So if you have the ability to swap that out, you might want to do that. Has a shorter cooldown. Will it stay that way? Probably not. So the whole point of this is we obviously apply damage amplification with Heat Wave, but also we're getting a crap load of anomaly power by hitting everything with Heat Wave using the Acari set. And then we're also going and getting a bunch of burn damage with Twice as Hot. And we're basically using Phase Blast to just as a filler to nuke stuff. Feed the Flames is used to trigger the skill proc that gives us like a 45% anomaly power boost. We don't have Death Shield, unfortunately, so we don't have Fortress, so we're missing out on a lot of anomaly damage in that way. but we're still able to clear just fine. And you can, and because of the super low cooldowns, when you go and use these things, you're applying twice as hot, like all the time, because everything's going to be burning. And it really just, it's just so nice. So like you can see the twice as hot damage when I trigger this, those things are just going to get deleted. So it really is like a ton of damage. You're also pretty tanky because of this middle tree. I have to swap weapons a lot for the weapon mod procs, just because we don't have Fortress or anything, and we're basically relying on our weapon mod procs in order to do the extra damage. Repeat the hunts for my Legos? No, do not. Do not repeat hunts for legendary class pieces if that's what you're doing them for. It is a total and complete waste of time. It seems to be bugged right now. That's not the same case with bounties, even though I didn't do bounties. Apparently bounties are just totally random, but we ran hunts for 3 days, guys. 3 days, not like 3 days of like 1 hour farming sessions, like 3 days of basically like 14, 15 hour farming sessions, and we essentially came across 0 chess pieces other than chess piece of the cannonball, and as far as Acari pieces, we came across like a helmet and gloves, which have max health on them. So the helmet, obviously, you can buy from the legendary vendor, so that's worthless. I mean, like, really, the drop rates they're super scuffed. You can go look at those streams if you want to. I even risked my account a little bit and did some dashboard farming, or like Alt F4 farming, just to test drop rates a little faster. It's they're pitiful for hunts. So unless you need like a weapon mod from a generic, like legendary, you know, not class based, you know, like maybe Captain Hunter or something, then don't bother with hunts. Just get to CT15, do CT15 gold. I literally spent 4 days farming the Acari stuff on hunts. Even though, you know, for everything else I've ever done, I've always used, what's the word I'm looking for? I've always done CT15 farming. I just figured, hey, why not? Let's give it a try. Not worth. I can unequivocally say that. But I'm glad we tested it at least, so at least now I know that I can tell people that. Yeah, hunts, total waste of time. I literally did 4 days of hunt farming, and then I said, you know what, screw this, let's just go do some CT15s, and got everything I needed within 4 hours of farming CT15s. If you look at our anomaly power right now, 429, baby. Come on. Without Death Shield? Yeah, if you need any help on CT15, you feel free to ask any questions, dude. We help like so many people every day if they, you know, you got any questions at all. Eventually we'll do carries and stuff like that too. But right now we're just kind of build testing. So ideally I want to line up all these heat waves so I can get the damage amplification on the boss, and I can get the anomaly power bonus from everything else. See, I screwed up a little bit there. You can see everything just dies to burn. I'm sorry, I will read chat. It's just certain parts of this I gotta focus a little bit. Why is he gotta be all the way over there? I honestly don't think any of the classes should really be touched. The whole point of this is, you know, and what people strive for is, you know, trying to make their characters powerful. There's no PvP. There's no leaderboards. There's no reason to further nerf stuff. Bullet builds were obviously, you know, at the beginning, an outlier. They nerfed them down. They're still super strong, super safe. But it's like, you don't need to go and nerf everything that seems to be doing well, because then nobody will play this game. That's a 3-second CD, but the bleed lasts for 12 seconds, so does the burn. Bone Shrapnel does more damage, but the AoE bleed is only on kill and not on crit. Wait, is Bone Shrap? Wait, Bone Shrapnel ultimate's on crit? I honestly didn't even realize. That explains so much. Okay, then maybe Bone Shrapnel won't get nerfed. It's still really good, but it didn't even occur to me that ultimate was on crit. I mean, I probably wouldn't be using whatever legendary that it spawns on, because I use different tier 3s when I'm doing bullet builds, but honestly didn't even cross my mind. All I got from hunts was melee set. Exactly, dude. Exactly. The cannonball set, it's like the edge transit of Outriders, straight up. I don't know what's the deal with hunts right now. But it's definitely not right. Whereas the wanted stuff seems to be fine, according to a bunch of people. Let's see if we can get some damage amp here. But yeah, like leveling up twice as hot was probably like top 2, top 3 of my damage sources, along with Shadow Comet. Now, because we have Acari, our actual abilities are hitting a lot harder, so it's not as much. Things are dying faster, but it's still a massive portion. No, I shouldn't believe they should get touched. Farming you have to do to have a max build alone. Yeah, I mean, honestly, once you get the top 3-piece Acari set for Pyro, you really unlock so much build potential, and that's why I was so hell-bent on getting it. You know, and it kind of seems to be that way for a lot of anomaly power builds. Which is fine. You know, maybe that's what the devs intended. Because in terms of firepower builds, you know, the sets are pretty useless. Especially on Techno. What's up, Mayo? What happened? Brood Mother behind me, I think. try and hit them all. But if anybody has any questions at all, feel free to ask. This build, straight up, you don't need any tier 3s to run this. If I was going to climb as a Pyro, it's probably what I'd be running. If I wasn't going to run a volcanic rounds build or anything like that, you know? Really easy to put together. Decent damage amplification. But yeah, I don't want to see any Pyro nerfs.
All right, Zahidi,
That would suck.
I found one of our pods. And as a bonus, we can all start bathing again.
Excellent. That water's gonna be a lifesaver, Outrider. I'll be sure to bring people the good news.
So I really like that build. It's a decent amount of AoE. Decent clear time. Super safe. Two useless items. Super. Let's see. Damage dealt. Shadow Comet, huge. Burn, huge. 23 million from twice as hot. Lots of heat wave casts. Tons of skill leech. Wazdika, have you ever tried this on your status build? Anomaly mutation. Could save you the trouble of having to go and apply 19 different ones by switching weapons. You could just apply one status and hit them a bunch of times with anomaly mutation. Just a thought. I don't know how it works with blighted rounds. I'm assuming it automatically applies another status. Would be pretty interesting though if you were running a status build. Again, for Pyro, we're looking for cooldown reduction, anomaly power, first and foremost, and then either status or skill leech. I mean, at a base level, we're only sitting at, 139k anomaly power, but with Acari bonuses, we get up to like 500, 600k, which is really nice. I don't know what build to do next. Arcways. We try overheat style. Can give it a go. Figure out what gloves I was using for it before. Probably these ones. And then boots. Nope. Okay. So for that one, Ash Blast range increase. I don't know if you really need twice as hot with that. So Captain Hunter will try and keep that. We need... we also need burnout. Shit. I don't know if twice as hot is worth it here. Oh, we're already doubling up on burnout. Never mind. So we'll go with Master Consumer to make it so when we consume both burn and ash, it does like a bajillion extra damage. Kind of needed. Oh shit, I'm so sorry guys. I'm so stupid, dude. I thought nobody was talking in chat. I just didn't, my thing wasn't scrolled to the bottom. So sorry. You guys probably think I'm just totally ignoring. I'm so stupid, dude. I literally my chat was paused basically like on my screen. It was basically set so that like the last message that I saw was a cutoff message from Mayo saying damn it. And that's why I said, oh, what's up? And it didn't even see the rest of the message. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me just catch up. Finished Boomtown, 645. Reload on accident. It cost me gold. Rough. Rough. Like 99% sure I can do CT15 carries now. That's dope. I find it weird there's no ultimate or elite skill that classes had a resource mechanic to build up to. That would be pretty dope. I mean, I kind of thought that it was going to be like the final skill was going to be that for every class. Like, it would have been dope if, like, for Pyro, Eruption was just, like, you know, bigger than what it was. Like, if it spawned all underneath everybody on the map or something like that. That would have been pretty dope. That it also applies all conditions in this RNG. The two mods I use to apply bleed and burning do similar damage to scrap grenades, so it's like skill and not blasting with a gun. Gotcha. Anomaly Trickster build's worth running. Yeah, I mean, we had somebody in the chat. Who was it the other day? Gosh, for the life of me, I can't remember the name. I'd remember the name if I saw it, but someone got to CT15 running all bottom tree Anomaly Trickster, spin to win style. And the legendary set for Anomaly Trickster is also super good. Because that's a major damage boost for them. My dog is freaking out for no reason, yet again, classic. Trying to think of ways to best amplify our damage here. We've got twice as hot. I don't know how good twice as hot will be if we're using an overheat build where we're constantly consuming it. You know? I feel like with this build especially, AoE wise, we're going to be solid, but when it comes to bosses, I think it's going to suck majorly. We'll have to rely on weapon mods. So maybe instead of twice as hot, we go, where the hell is unstable? God, if unstable's at the top, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh my gosh, it's the first one. I'm so fucking stupid. God damn it. Alright, so we're gonna lose that burn damage. We should have, what? 2 heat waves that apply 50% damage. Untamed for bosses. Oh, and then we gotta change our skills around, huh? Let's put Ash Blast in the middle because... Whoops, wrong one. So that cooldown is going to be atrocious. Saw a video saying Aim Revolt is the best weapon in the game because it has the best 2 mods. Do you agree? No, not in the slightest. Couldn't be farther from the truth. I don't think an assimilation is worth it, honestly. I mean, think about how many times you've had, you know, it's a super conditional anomaly thing, right? I mean, like, maybe? But no, Amber Vault, double guns in general just, like, pretty much suck. Their time to kill is not as good as other guns. You know, like in terms of weapon builds, tactical AR and rifles are probably the king right now. Double guns and LMGs are probably at the bottom right now. And Amber Vault's good because it has Killing Spree. So when you deconstruct it, you can apply Killing Spree to all of your guns. And Killing Spree is one of the probably top 2 weapon damage mods in the game, right next to Embalmers. But the actual gun itself, no. 1 alpha counts as an elite, right? No. Elites are the skulls on the map. So, like, Broodmother is an elite. The captains are elites. Alphas are just normal things. Does that make sense? So, yeah, in my opinion, Amber Vault, definitely not best weapon in the game. It's a fantastic weapon for to fodderize, but in terms of actually best weapons in the game, I mean, it totally depends on your class, right? For anomaly stuff, Death Shield is probably the best just because it rolls with Fortress and then you can apply whatever to it. But in terms of like weapon damage, you're probably looking at, as far as the easiest to get, the pre-order bonus assault rifle, you know, or an assault rifle that has high firepower, rolls with crit, has like the anomaly enhancement or bone shrapnel or Gravedigger perk on it, depending on what you like, and then you can just slam an Embalmers or a Killing Spree onto it. %20 health. I mean, it's techno, but Trickster spin to win is so fun to play. Yeah, I really want to make a spin to win Trickster build. Just because those abilities are dope. We got 2 things here. All right. Let's try it. Let's see. I don't know, the uptime on Ash Blast, probably not the best. Might just get fucking deleted here, TBH. Friend said for mass assimilation counts towards alphas, but I didn't try it out. I would be shocked if it counted towards alphas, because as far as I'm aware, elites are the, you know, the skull-marked enemies, elites and bosses.
Tiago was right about that hum. My teeth are chattering from the vibration.
Pretty sure.
Strange structure. Some kind of switch over there.
So the idea here is we hit a bunch of stuff with this, pop Ash Blast, and kill the whole map with overheat. Might not be best with this particular map because we have a massive amount of... I don't know. The really tricky thing with this is going to be the boss damage. And we have so many skills on cooldown. Jeez. But the map clear, super solid. Stuck on CT15, any tips? What's your build, broski? Got plenty of tips. What's your build and what are you stuck on in particular? Are you dying too fast? Killing too slowly? Sorry if I'm taking a second to look at the chat. There's a 5th altered piece in the game. What type of skills would you like to see them having? 5th altered place? Like, what do you mean, like a class? Twisted Rounds Trickster. Are you running it with... Like, what skills are you using? Are you doing, like, the Venator's knife type shit? I would highly recommend not using Venators. If your problem was staying alive, are you using emergency stance? Is your gear up to date? My suggestion would be whoops, that was a mistake. Yeah, I would definitely suggest... I mean, you can look at my Trickster VOD where I was climbing. I don't think I have the CT14 to CT15 clear because I think I did it off stream. But you can kind of generally see the playstyle. But basically, I was just running Borrowed Time because Borrowed Time is really good. Hunt the Prey, and Twisted Rounds. I was using a tactical rifle, actually. And then use the borrowed time mod that increases its duration by like 100%. And then you basically have a full minute of invincibility. If you get in trouble, you just borrow time out. You use Hunt the Prey with the vulnerability on it. I think it's called Irradiating Jump. That'll make it so you can nuke down bosses real easily. I don't know if you're having trouble maintaining Twisted Rounds, but like if you want to go like infinite, you don't have the tier 3 mod ammo bargain, then you could go and use Vein Ripper. The Vein Ripper mod and Vampiric Mag mod, because that will allow you to basically... Ow. Whoopsie. Might be dead here. I don't have it. Oh man, the cooldowns on this is rough. Guess I'm not dead. Maybe I was over-exaggerating. This boss damage. Rough. What's up, Zalira? How you doing, bro? Does it scale with Fortress? I have no idea. Borrowed time doesn't do damage, so I don't think it would scale with Fortress. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the screen, I promise. When I'm not in the thick of combat, I will. I'd love to see radiation nuclear class. Ooh, yeah, I could fuck with that. I think an electricity-based class would kind of be cool. The thing is, if you have a new class using a different element, then you would definitely need, you need a new status. So you also have to think about what the status effect would do.
I need to hurry.
You know. Yeah, Sarkis, no problem. Literally, I mean, I'm not trying to just shill my own stuff, but you can go and look at my Trickster VOD. I like recorded the whole climb. You can ignore the CT15 failures at the end because I didn't realize I was missing a bunch of mods, but bar time is a mod that gives armor plus 100% armor. I don't even think it's needed though, especially if you're running emergency stance. Emergency stance is like legit broken right now. You know what I mean? This is the sketchy part, man. You can kill everything else on the map, no problem. Farming for Acari, kind of rough pushing for CT14 with no Acari. No, you can, dude, you can definitely do it. Trust me, trust me. Are you already at CT14? Are you already at CT15? Or are you CT14 trying to push? Definitely do Arcways of Enoch, 100%. Or Scorched Lands. And then, go Middle Tree. If possible. Hopefully these guys keep burning. But middle tree with Feed the Flames, 3 times heat wave damage amplification, and phaser beam. You should be able to clear what I'm doing right now, like, no problem. You know? And when you're initially climbing, or when you're just trying to clear, like, screw what everybody else is doing. Like, just do the easiest possible thing. Oh my gosh, the reloads. Cool. Pretty quick. Okay, sorry, let me catch up on everything. Almost did a 329 Boomtown with 3 friends in Moaning Winds abuse. Dude, everybody's talking about Moaning Winds. You're literally just constantly reloading, basically?
At least I know I haven't completely lost my mind. Now get out of there.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
I don't know how they can use tactical rifle. They're so bad for me, like I have 130% close range damage. Still can't kill anything with a tactical rifle. What's your tactical rifle? That's the question. You know? Are you running a solid tactical rifle? The pre-order one is pretty solid if you want to level that one up. You can get it with like Killing Spree or put embalmers on it. Grave Diggers is an option. Tactical rifles are just really solid. And when you have Borrowed Time active, you're super tanky, and you literally just need to like laser beam everything in the face. And then when you come up to an elite, you teleport behind them, apply vulnerable, and then you also get that damage increase from the top tree like backstab perk that gives you 20% increase, and you'll just melt elites. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up in chat. My bad, guys. At CT15, but not near enough damage. If you literally... I mean, you can probably go... Literally, if you rewind to before... what's the word I'm looking for? If you rewind to before I put on this overheat build. So, like, literally, like, 20 minutes. You can see what I was running before. But literally, if you just go... if you go middle tree, then you come up here for hot situation, and you go all the way to the end, and you just run 3 times heat wave, phaser beam, and feed the flames, you should be able to clear it. Should be able to clear it. If you have any questions, let me know. I don't know if you're running a Volcanic Rounds build. I don't know anything about your build, but if I was like pushing it with Anomaly and not able to do enough damage, like do you have Captain Hunter? Captain Hunter's really helpful for elites because that's something that the Pyro struggles with. For Spin to Win Trinket, would you choose close range damage over skill life leech? No, because because close range damage only affects weapons. So if you look, right? Where the hell is it? Close range. It's only weapon damage. It's not based on anomaly power. So if you, I mean, personally, if I was going a skill build, bottom tree Trickster, I'd probably go anomaly power, cooldown, skill leech, so that you stay alive. I would think. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but that's what I would imagine. Does this Pyro build revolve around Ash Blast AoE? It basically revolves around... So the Acari set bonus, like in order to do this build, you kind of need Acari because like the actual damage of overheat, not that high. We could also use with some more cooldown reduction, but basically you can go use Heat Wave, hit a bunch of guys with Heat Wave, apply burn. And then we also get a ton of anomaly power by using Heat Wave on those guys. So then those guys are burning. Then you go and you combo with Ash Blast. So now they're burning and they have Ash. And then Master Consumer, the tier 3 perk, makes it so if you consume both Ash and Burn at the same time, it increases the damage of overheat by 150%. So that gives you that real nuking potential. But even if you just use Ash Blast and overheat, you can probably kill everything on all the mini guys on the map. But so the only tricky part about this is, like, unlike the other build where we could constantly, nothing was on cooldown, like Ash Blast has a pretty long cooldown. Our Heat Wave has a much longer cooldown. Right before it was like almost up all the time. Overheat's cooldown's pretty short, but the damage is pretty garbage unless they have burn on them. So you're a little bit more in danger, for sure, than the other build. Hey man, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, bro. Seriously, you didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Streaming this pretty much every single day from, like, 9 a.m. Eastern onward, basically until the wife gets home. All right, so what stats should I look for in a tactical rifle? I can show you my tactical rifle that I farmed. This puppy. So, tactical rifles are just nasty. Right now, what people are doing is they're going and they're finding this Earthborn Renegade assault rifle that comes from the pre-order bonus, and they're basically making new I have a video of it on my channel if you want to go look at it. That kind of explains everything. You can do it at your own risk or whatever, but everybody's doing it. Where people are basically re-rolling this, they're switching it to tactical, and they're determining whether or not the roll is going to be good at endgame. So if you swap this, if I took this out right now and I switched it to tactical, like every single one is going to have 339 firepower. But when you switch it to tactical, it re-rolls what the damage number is. And so if you can get one that when you switch it to tactical, it's above 370 for firepower, then once you up it to level 50, it's going to be above 90,000 firepower, which is really solid. So mine, for example, was 377. I leveled it all the way up to 50, and then I increased the rarity, which added another mod slot. It automatically comes with Bone Shrapnel 2, which is pretty solid. It does a decent amount of damage. It comes with crit, status power, and long range. Status power you really don't care about, right? But the crit damage is super useful. And then you can pop on Killing Spree, or you can pop on Embalmers, and that's how people are getting really solid tactical rifles. Otherwise, you can literally look, all these other tactical rifles I have, they're all, Anomaly Enhancement's a really good one. Crematorium's really good if you're trying to play a little bit safer and you're trying to climb. Like, Bone Shrapnel's obviously good. Anomaly Enhancement gives you a lot of firepower. Like, I use tactical rifles whenever possible. Right now, the only reason why, like, the guns that I'm using, like, I got a tactical rifle and a double gun. Double guns are terrible, but it rolled with death chains, and so I can just swap between them, and I'm only using it for the weapon mod. Does that make sense? So, like, on Trickster, for example, you definitely you would prefer to have a tactical rifle with crit damage, because 30% extra crit damage is a lot of extra damage. A lot. Especially considering they nerfed a bunch of the crit, the crit mods. Well, at least they nerfed the Blighted Rounds one. I don't know about the Trickster one. So I don't know if that answers your question at all. But that's what I would look for in a tactical rifle. Like, literally, if you can just get a tactical rifle, even if it doesn't have crit damage, if you don't want to go and do the little cheesy stuff with the inbox and this thing, like in my other video, then you can just remember, like, it does whatever drops, it doesn't have to be a what's the word I'm looking for? Brain Eater's another good one. It doesn't have to be a tactical rifle to start. It could just be a regular assault rifle, and then you just switch the variant to tactical. So if this thing dropped, and like, say it wasn't critical point, it was like Anomaly Enhancement, but it had crit damage, and it was a normal standard assault rifle, I would just go and swap it to tactical, and then slap on, Killing Spree, or slap on Embalmers, and you'd be pretty much set. You got 394 AR? Dude, I gotta see screenshots of your 394 AR if I'm gonna believe you. If I'm gonna believe you. Because I am convinced that it doesn't exist. But if you did, then what's the roll at level 50? How much firepower does it have? I've literally never seen one. I've not seen proof of one over like 378. Looking for an AP build to take to Endgame. Been playing casually on Dev and Pyro. Thoughts on what each does well? Devastator and Pyro, they both do anomaly power well. Dev, you can literally go all melee all the way to CT15 if you want to. Straight up. You can go and check my VOD. We went from World Tier 1. I know it sounds like I'm just like trying to peddle people to go to my channel and shit, but like I'm just trying to be helpful. Like, I swear to God, like we did it for a reason, right? I went from World Tier 1 all the way to CT15 just doing melee on Devastator. With no tier 3 mods, no legendaries. So if you're going anomaly power, melee scale off anomaly power, and you can definitely take advantage of that. Bottom tree dev anomaly power builds are really strong, especially once you do get to CT15 and you're able to get that seismic set. You're able to do a lot more damage. We've got people in the chat who run that all the time. And they love it and they're super successful. Devastator is super slept on. Don't let Reddit like persuade you. Like, they don't have an anomaly bullet build. That sucks. But their anomaly builds are still super solid and their bullet builds are still super solid. Pyro, top tree Pyro with volcanic rounds is still good. It's a little bit harder to maintain than like twisted rounds and blighted, but it's still doable. I think I went up to CT15 all the way with that. But bottom tree, not bottom tree, middle tree Pyro is what I would recommend you climb with if you were going to do anomaly power, because it basically relies on 99.99% just tier 2 mods. So I hope that answers your question, Kevin. All right. Sorry, just trying to catch up on the chat. I'm guessing KM. Are you Kevin as well? I'm reading both chats. Don't worry. I'm just trying to get through it all. Blah blah blah. I'm looking for an AP build to take to Endgame. Yeah, Dev and Pyro. If you have any other questions, like let me know. I don't know what exactly you're trying to do, but I hope that kind of answers. Pyromancer's legit. Devastator's legit. We climbed to CT15 on every single one of them. We got the VODs for it if you want to go and look and see how we did it. I say we because a bunch of people in the chat watched watched it go down. So yeah, this overheat build is pretty solid. But it is like, we'll try Scorched Lands with it. I feel like I need Death Shield to really make it pop. Oh, no, total respect, Kevin. Total respect. No problem at all. Did the expo cheese? I'm only level 6. Dude, I got it. You better have screenshots of that 394, bro. You better have screenshots of the 390, man. Because if so, I'm gonna spend the rest of my week. I'm gonna spend the rest of my week farming. I would imagine 390 puts you over 100k at level 50. If my 377 put me at 95. We'll see how this does here. This build is a little bit more risky, definitely. Not a huge fan of the other damage output, but it clears the map well, at the very least. But it's like, with this set, you almost don't even need it. Because it's like, everything is just dying from one heat wave. Maybe I could just toss an Ash Blast. Can I just kill everything like this? Yeah, pretty close. Once you get the Acari set, man, it really does just make your damage go through the friggin' roof. It's pretty insane. Is Pyro's volcanic round scale off anomaly power or firepower? So the burn scales off of anomaly, but the actual bullets, you would, if you're going volcanic rounds, you would still want to go firepower. Unless somebody has workshopped a build that, you know, that's doing otherwise. But in 90% of cases, when you're running any of those bullet modifying builds, you would want to go firepower still. Twisted rounds is kind of the exception. Because it does have anomaly power scaling, but the other ones, basically the reason why those bullet augmenting skills are so good is you're still able to do firepower damage and take advantage of those things. But, oh wow, yeah, see, I don't know if I like how long the cooldowns are on this one. I feel like maybe in like the smaller maps it's good. But it's like, I don't really like running it like this. When I get to CT15, I'll let you know next year. Dude, it's not going to take you that long to get to CT15, broski. You'll get there, but I am very curious to see what that rifle turns into. I'm choosing to believe you right now, just because I want to believe. But that would be the highest roll I have ever seen. I'm sorry, I will look at the chat in a second. I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying not to die here while I test this build out. Okay. Someone came to buy my table and answered it while I was out. I'll scroll back to find where he answered. Oh, sorry, Kevin. No, I could explain it again, but if you need me to explain it again and you can't find it, let me know. Personally, I feel like, I mean, I know a lot of people are running Venator's Knife, and I know, what is it? I know that there's certainly, you can get a lot of damage amplification off of it, but I don't know, I don't think it's necessarily 100% worth it when you're climbing, and even maybe when you're not climbing. Like, you can go and run, what is it, Leap of the Quietus, I think it is, where you get a 35% damage increase when you use movement abilities. And then you can just cycle through Hunt the Prey and goodness, why am I blanking? Borrowed Time. And basically have a constant 35% firepower bonus from those two and still be safe. So you're sacrificing, you know, the potential burst of the other thing, but you're really not sacrificing because you're going to be able to stand there and do a lot of damage. I would just give, at the very least, I'd give Borrowed Time a try instead of Venator's Knife. You basically just pop borrowed time. You have essentially a safety button for a full minute. You go into a room, you light everything up, you pop your hunt the prey on the priority targets, you nuke them down. And when borrowed time is about to run out, or if you're in danger, you can just teleport. You can just click borrowed time again, teleport out, and you're super safe. And then you just wait for borrowed time to come back up, which only takes like 5 seconds, and then you run back into the room. Gives you a ton of survivability because it gives you a big shield.
There's a pod here. Damn thing crashed into the pipe.
That would be my recommendation. I should probably just like do a Trickster build right up, honestly, but I've been working on this. You can go back and look at the VODs and stuff, see how exactly I played. I think I played Chem Plant mostly up until CT15. Discord. I don't have a Discord set up yet. That has been requested, and I am going to work on it. I just need to actually figure out how to set everything up. But that has been recommended. We've added a bunch of new stuff to the stream this week, though, so I'm always open to suggestions. We got the music going. We got what? We got Nightbot all set up. We're getting there. Yeah, borrowed time, I mean, like, honestly, it's just such a dope ability. Like, Venator's sounds nice, because it's like, oh, double damage. But the reality is, you will be able to do so much damage overall if you just run borrowed time, and you can just run into a room and just not have to worry about dying, like, literally ever. And when you use borrowed time, you get a 35% damage increase because of talents. Or skills, sorry. Failed to sell the table. Hey, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do, dude. No problem at all. I respect the hustle.
The flood's cleared up. I can reach the pod.
You have a yard sale going on or something? It just snowed yesterday where I'm at, so I can't relate. Oh man, we need the skill leech. Ah. Man, this build is so much riskier than the other one, but it is cool just wiping everything off the face of the earth with 2 abilities. Kind of wish Ash Blast was like instant, like Cold Snap is, where it's like everything's immediately frozen. Oh boy. boy. Boss time. Okay. So 372 Renegades. Is it worth keeping? Yeah, dude, it's worth keeping. Anything above 370, dude, in my opinion. After this run, can you go through your weapon mods? Yeah, no problem. 370, rifle above 370 will make it so it goes, it's 90,000 firepower, which is more than enough. In my opinion, I don't think it's, I don't think it's worth going and farming, like, for 3 days for something higher. And I have no idea how PCF feels about it, but man, a hell of a lot of people are doing it. So. Ow. What do you get some more confidence?
All right, Zahidi.
You take one you have, get it to level 30 and see the firepower difference?
Excellent.
No, it's fine, dude. I'll just wait.
Be a lifesaver, Outrider. I'll be sure to bring people
I'll just wait.
Outrider detected.
Managed to roll one of them high renegades. Was a good weapon mod to pair with it for techno. Do you have killing spree? If you got killing spree, or oh wow, unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Goodness. Killing spree, embalmers, any kind of tier 3. He can't screenshot it because he's not at level 50. And he didn't take a screenshot when he was, what do you call it? When he had it at that low level. I've just never seen one remotely close to that. I haven't even seen a screenshot of somebody in the 380s. So 394 would be like fucking insanely good. I mean, I hope you do have it. Congrats. They going to updates on how the multiplayer testing goes this weekend? They did they tweeted out saying so far so good. They're still monitoring the situation, but they did make a tweet that basically said it's everything's looking fine. But yeah, Asher, I would keep bone shrapnel on there, and then, you know, if you have killing spree, you have embalmers, replace whatever other mod came with it. If you don't have those, you could look at grave diggers, you could look at brain eater, you could look at anomaly enhancement. I was a big fan of crematorium, going through just like climbing as techno, because it makes it so everything stays in one spot. Maybe it makes it a little easier when you're first trying to figure out how to climb. Working, order me some Subway and watch your stream. Starting off to a good day. Sounds like a good day to me, dude. I hope your Subway's solid. At 2 at the same time, I got excited. Spent 2K titanium to get them to 42. Nice, man. Video reading 2 chats, so there's a delay. No, it's so my chat. It's all in the same. It's all in the same line. It's just I'm trying to, like, like I have it set up so I can see both. They're all like one unified chat, and I can see who's talking from YouTube, who's talking from Twitch. It's just obviously trying to answer questions makes it so I get a little behind. That's all. But I try to answer all of them. But make sure you're looking at blues as well, you know? Like assault rifle tactical, crit damage status, long range. You know? You get lucky and get something, you could get a nice mod on it, you know, later on. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Let me just feed my dog real quick. Legit 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So sorry. But at the very least, it let me test out the new screens. Am I right? Okay, let's see here. I found out upgrading gear with stats for anomaly status and cooldown the best for bleed melee build. Too much fun. Yeah, anomaly is key. Status is definitely helpful. And cooldown, I can't tell if cooldown actually affects the melee or not. I really can't. But I stacked it anyway because nothing else matters, you know? Nothing else mattered. You can try Chem Plant with this build. I really don't know how I feel about this. I think it needs just like, I end up leaving like the higher level elites with just like a sliver of health that I feel like would be gone if I had Death Shield. Open to viewers sharing links on stream? I think it depends on the link. I don't know what I have set up. I don't think I have like too much what's the word I'm looking for? Moderation stuff in effect. But I don't know. With bleed using gravity snatch, still not got your stats though with a few tier 3s. Dude, so there is a tier 3 that I didn't know existed until I hopped back on my Pyro for some reason. But there's one gear piece that Tiago sells for Pyromancer. I think it's like Torturer's Gloves. Actually, I might have it on me. This Unstoppable Force. Increase your anomaly power by 50% of your resistance piercing. Where if you're running the melee bleed build and you get that one node, I don't even remember what it's called at this point, but it's like, oh, for every person that you hit with a melee, you get basically like 20% resistance pierce, so you end up getting to like 170% resistance pierce. This thing would be nasty. Like, that would increase your damage by a ton. A ton. I really want to go and try out the melee build, like actually running like legendaries and tier 3s and stuff, see how it is, but it's nasty. I'm not sure what the deal was, but my limited playtime on lower level characters, Pyro seems to be kill them before they kill me, while Dev seems to be more able to take hits and control the fight with grab leave. Is that feeling true at high levels, or does that change with better mods and equipment based healing? Insider or math for Renegade? Yeah, I do need to set up I gotta set up a Discord so people can just share stuff. I don't know if I'm able to, I don't know if you can even link it in the chat here. Cannonball melee set on Devastator. Yeah, that would be rough. So, with Pyro, your survivability, so it depends on your build. Your survivability definitely goes up once you start to get a decent amount of skill leech and stuff. Like the other Pyro build I was running, the middle tier one that I was suggesting, your survivability is pretty solid. You're like fairly tanky, you deal a lot of damage, your cooldowns are super low, and because your cooldowns are super low, your skill leech is going to be super high because you're actually going to be able to heal yourself constantly. Not just through your class like heal, which is obviously just killing stuff that's marked by your abilities, right? But Dev, obviously super safe. It just is, because I mean, no idea how to actually approach this map with this build. We'll just see how it goes, I guess. With Dev, you have Golem built in, and that is going to save your butt a ton of times. It's just how it is. There's also a bunch of different ways that you can go and protect yourself, make yourself invincible, even when you're not running Golem as a Devastator. So it's like, Dev is really safe, but Pyro is also really safe. So it kind of is just like, pick your poison. Dev is definitely, of the two, probably more safe. Pyro, it takes a little while to get going and to just get some nice abilities. But if you go that middle tree, man, it's real solid. Volcanic Rounds is also solid. Wow, he cleared that pretty friggin' quick. Jeez. Almost got exploded because of that stuff. Oh my gosh, I just hit literally 3 different barrels. We're clearing this room super fast. Jesus. Pop goes the weasel. Damn, that's so satisfying watching the whole room melt like that. Holy crap. Clearing this with the swiftness today. Jeez. See how it goes in the other room. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat now. I'm kind of curious to see how fast we can go. I promise I'll catch back up though. You just freaking heal? I'm gonna be so pissed. We just nuked him from orbit. Ah, stuck on a wall. Please don't kill my time. Get another exploding thing. God damn it. That's the stuff that'll kill you. Where the heck is he? Wow. I'm not gonna lie, we're clearing this pretty friggin' quick.
Damn it.
Mortal Tier 13 does much damage to the damage, but barely a scratch and keep the team alive. Usually 3 to 4 revives a match. Yeah, see, I can't really relate to the multiplayer aspect because I just do solo as of right now, but yeah, Mayo plays a ton of dev. He can talk about it too. But if you go middle tree, anomaly pyro, you'll be set. Or top tree with volcanic rounds. Requires a little bit more finesse because you can't really keep volcanic rounds infinitely unless you put on a bunch of ammo mods. But mid tree pyro, bottom tree dev, middle tree into top tree dev if you want to go firepower. That requires a little bit of finesse. Right now we're smashing this. Oh, tell me he's gonna die. Jeez, how annoying. So let's go try and get everything lined up here. Whoops, screw that up. It's okay though. Should die right there. Cool. Oh, whoops, thought we killed him already. Silly me. $50 with the reactions of a sloth, so Dev is my jam. Techno probably wouldn't be that bad either. Let's take a different approach to this one, huh? Let's go, baby. Ooh, that was pretty fun.
Shira, about those energy spikes.
731 chem plant?
Surgeons had a
That's pretty good.
power cell down here.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled. I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at
Am I
it.
wrong?
And I found a pod down here.
You saved some lives today, Outrider. I would expect nothing less from you. Outrider detected. Access granted.
Give me a death shield right now. Damn it. That's pretty solid. Sorry, I'll look at chat in 1 second. I'm just trying to do something real quick. Ba-ba-ba. $94 million with overheat. Untamed Power did a decent amount of damage as well. The stack status and explode looping playstyle of this build. Yeah, that was pretty fast, huh? That was my first time doing it with this build, like, and we had some mess ups too, but when it's in a confined space like that and you can hit everything with Ash Blast, it's pretty clean. You know, we slow down a little bit on the boss stuff, but that's why I put in Captain Hunter and Untamed Power. Because this Untamed Power, it's only 50,000 damage, but because we use those 2 heat waves, our anomaly power really should go up to like 500,000, 400,000. And then that's obviously percentage-wise a lot different. You know, we're getting a lot more damage out of that. There's no reason not to run emergency stance right now, guys. There's no reason. These games are about speed and farming and enjoying yourself. So if you can take advantage of a mod being super safe and making you super safe, why not? You know? Use blacksmith. It's so good on pyros for armor. No, I'm not using blacksmith. I honestly should probably toss on an overheat mod. Maybe the one that gives you extra damage to people that haven't had their statuses consumed. But emergency stance makes you so tanky, and we have so much skill leech that how much skill leech do we actually have? 31%. Like, that's pretty solid considering everything's burning. And so that really helps us out. But in general, right, when it comes to optimizing new builds, it's like, all right, put on like however much defense you think you need to survive, and then in order to make it go faster, just try and gradually roll back whatever defensive mods you're using. So right now we're pretty bare bones when it comes to defensive mods. We basically just have emergency stance on. Nice to see the Twitch average going up. I have not looked at it. Oh yeah, we're at 8 now. Oh man, it's awesome. Just a little bit more to get to affiliate, dude. Just a wee bit more. Progress is progress. We got the new logo set up. I got some other screens and stuff, but it takes time to set it up, and I didn't want to do it all today. But I appreciate everybody hopping in the stream. Sorry, 1 second. I just want to clip that chem plant run so I can look at it later. See what I messed up on. Okay, that looks fine. And then... Sorry, I promise I will get back to killing stuff in 2 seconds. Okay. I don't even remember how fast that chem plant was, but I'll just leave that video on private because it's not like it was like something crazy, but just like to have those clips to look at them later. Okay, so man, can we just talk about, I cannot wait until they put in the ability to lock items, because the amount of times that if I didn't double check, I would have dismantled stuff that I actually want to use. Like, man, we come really close sometimes, really close. Phoenix Force might be another one. Additional, it would basically be like an additional, what, 60,000 anomaly power? I don't know if that's necessarily worth it though. Man, those flat anomaly mods, they really nerfed the crap out of them coming into the full game, huh? I'm also hanging on to like all my reforged stuff just in case we want to try and run some more eruption builds later. I don't know how many of them will necessarily be good, but definitely something to think about. An orange backlight to dude, I can, bruh. This is the power of low budget lights, bro. Look at that, and now it's orange. I don't know what that looks like behind though. It kind of looks red from behind. Sorry if this is not the most fun thing to watch. I'm trying to determine, okay, when's it gonna go orange? Like I think that's orange, but orange doesn't really show as well, huh? I mean, this is orange though, I think. Actually, I guess looking at the webcam, it just looks like I'm holding like a glowing plate. Really 2 guns I actually want now. Been there, lost a few perfect items rushing. Little orange icons in line on your screen. Okay, I hear you barking. I feel like I'm gonna get dumpstered in Boomtown. Or I could go really fast in Boomtown. I really don't care for Boomtown at all, but we can try it out. But yeah, the stack status and explode is pretty fun with this build. It's just the same thing can be said for the Feed the Flames one. The Feed the Flames, right? It's like you go pop Feed the Flames for the bonus up here. So you get 45% anomaly power bonus, and then you just go and heat wave to proc. Oh, did I miss the follow? Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Maybe I did notice it. I don't know. I see it on my screen, but maybe I missed it. That's my bad. Might have been in the middle of the thing, but appreciate it. You can eat gold easy with that build. I mean, I'm sure I can, but I just don't have a ton of practice with this build, and I'm missing that death shield. I just hate Boomtown, man. We'll give it a try, though. I might just eat shit here, but who knows. Like, I hit nothing with Heat Wave there. Absolutely nothing with Heat Wave. Little rough. Little rough. Maybe I can just rush it, though. Oh, what the heck? My volume just, like, died. Ow. Boom, baby. Dude, Paxian Homestead is the definition of a load of trash, huh? I don't know. Did more guys? I thought more guys spawned in that room. I think I'm killing my time right here, honestly. Pretty sure. Do I have to kill those elites to get them to spawn? Ah. See, I just haven't run Boomtown enough. Probably should have gone up top for those guys instead. Oh yeah, see, there's an oodles of them. Yo, this guy needs to back off me. More guys coming? Really? No, I think I killed my time with this room, honestly. Man, it will be fun to pop that last room. man. That's satisfying. Now the boss damage here, I don't know. For the voice actor for the male character, do I reroll this so I can have a VA I like? I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a personal question. Ow. Boom. Man, it is fun exploding that room, dude. It's fun exploding that room, I'm telling you. 524, not too bad. Definitely could have been faster.
The bandit leader's taken care of. Your pass is clear. Where'd these bandits come from anyway?
They were insurgents. Defected to our side months ago.
Damn, we just got like the whole torturer set in one in one go. Okay, sorry. Let me catch up with the chat now. Wasn't happy at all when I got to the boss. Yeah, dude, Paxi, that's because it's just... So, here's the thing. I feel like the last bosses, or just like certain bosses, are so much worse for firepower builds because of the total lack of generalized crit spots. Like at least on controller, sometimes Malok, the crit spot just doesn't exist. On the Blood Merchant in Paxian, crit spot, what's a crit spot? Broodmother sometimes, what's a crit spot? Whereas with the Anomaly build, it's just like, fire, fire, like, it's all good. Mainly bravado lines work great with a femme character, closer to femme shep. Are you guys gonna get the Mass Effect like re-release? I don't know how I feel about it. I really wish they I wish they included Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. I would no life the Mass Effect trilogy multiplayer so hard, like no other. Like no other, man. See, Pants on Fire might be decent. Increased by 48k the damage to enemies who were damaged by the skill but did not have their status consumed. That's not awful. Do wish we had a little bit more cooldown reduction. But we're stacking up here, man. We're starting to stack these legendaries. Leveling a Pyro looks too fun, right, dude? That's why I was saying, man, if I could just get the fucking Acari set, then great. Then we're straight. Like, it'll be so much more fun. You know? Because like that's what anomaly builds should feel like. That's really what they should feel like. Is they should feel like, you know, like firepower builds do, where you can just blow shit up. Anomaly healing. Like right now, my anomaly power not that great, but once you go and you pop on the, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I wonder how Coliseum would be. There's not too many rooms in Coliseum where it's conducive to that. Maybe not.
We've been detecting massive energy spikes in insurgent territory near the old chemical plant. The last thing I can afford is those monsters generating more
You blow the room into next week. I was like, what? It just requires the setup. Really. That's what it is. It requires the setup. I think we could optimize this probably more too. Like, I don't know, like maybe if I took my Wrath of Malok and I put that mod on something, that way, even if it's just like a straggler, like this sniper, I don't know how to handle this sniper at the beginning, the marksman at the beginning. Like on a bullet build, it's just like, all right, one headshot, done. But like Heat Wave doesn't really reach him. Do I want to waste an Ash Blast, which is like a 20-second cooldown plus an overheat on it? Probably not. You know? So like maybe I can just hit him with a crit so that he ignites and then overheat the whole room, and that will kill him too. You could copy the build and put on Fortress. Yes, you could, dude. That's why I want Fortress. And if you're on PC, you can probably do it a lot faster than I can with a console controller. Let's try it this way. Okay, so I can just kill the marksman with a straight up overheat then. Well, that works. That solves all my issues. Maybe I can overheat those guys through the wall. I'm not doing this one as clean as the other one, unfortunately. Roughly the same time. Man, it's really nice not having to go after stragglers. I'm not gonna lie. Like, really nice. Oh no, that's freeze though. The freeze. Although these guys are bunched together this time, which might be nice. Ow. Stupid fucking flaming boxes. Tanks, whatever it is. Ooh.
Should lead to the heart of the facility.
Make sure my stuff is all squared away. How's everybody else doing? Oh dang, I didn't set these guys up. Unfortunate. That would have saved a bunch of time. How long was last time? Like 7:20? I don't know. Could be faster. Depends on how I do this room. The hell? My stream quality not good right now? That's no bueno. That shouldn't be happening. Let's remove that. How's the stream quality? Is it okay right now? Should be. Weird. Oh no. What the hell is that guy doing back there? Oh, he ruined our time, that little bastard.
About those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
What did
Any
you
more
do?
time skip tips?
Stable.
For which,
You can't take a look at it. And I found a pod down here.
You saved some lives today, Outrider. I would expect
And
nothing
people,
less from you.
sorry. Let's see, looks normal.
Oh, crap.
I don't know, people that don't know, you can skip killing the mobs when the elevator is ready, though. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, depending on the build, you can just kill, yeah, you can kill the things before they even spawn. Another thing to take into consideration, which might be a thing, is does skipping them mean that you don't get their loot in the drop pool? I don't know. That's the question. Just throwing it out there. Maybe clickbait, maybe not. Building my Pyro currently. Do you think it's better if you do the AR finding right now for my Pyro? I mean, if you already have an AR and you're all set, then there's no reason why you'd need to farm it on a bunch of characters if you can just have, if you just got one already. Streams fine, audio great. All right, thank you, thank you. It was weird. YouTube was giving me like some weird thing saying like something was messed up. I just take a seat in the lift. Well, what you can also do, what I try and do to shave off sometime, it doesn't work all the time, is you can stand at the front of the elevator, and when you're on your way down, you start shooting the wall, and it will aggro the 5 breakers in the next room towards you, so that they're all in a nice straight line when you actually come out of the elevator, and then you can just nuke them down with whatever abilities or what have you. You just have to make sure that you don't accidentally walk out of the elevator while you're doing it, because if they walk past you and into the elevator, and the elevator closes, then you're not going to be able to get them unless you use skills. It's like that Marvel Avengers type shit. But that's a way to shave off some time too. But it's weird how, like, that elevator in particular is on a timer. Like, there's nothing else in the game that is like that. Excuse me. Man, we haven't done a bunch of these. It's okay, though. Did it all in the techno. Don't need to the same experience.
I got something I need a hand with. Some inbred bandits have taken the road.
But yeah, Jay, I mean, if you're going top tree... Top tree Pyro, then you probably want one of those decent ARs. My dev is crap in comparison to your low one that brought me here. Oh. You can literally just slap on a couple melee mods, drop the world tier to world tier 1. You'll be solid, dude. I don't know the most optimal way to set this up here. I would imagine it's something like this. That's probably pretty decent. Now we're optimizing. Look at this guy. What the heck is going on there? He's in a time skip, bro. Jeez, this guy's battering me. I basically just died there. Okay, he'll die. We're a little slower than last time. Yeah, I have Anomaly Echo on. Only because the set piece that it comes with, it's either that you either have to delete that or delete something else that's also not useful. So I just kept it. Deleted the other part. It's not total trash at least, so that's good. I think I'll kill him later. If I can get up here. Get a head start on these guys. Dude, look at these like weird... There's like guys like getting trapped in time. What a weird graphical glitch. Oh my gosh, look at how far away those people are. What the heck is that, dude? How? How does this happen? Please reach. Oh my gosh, thank the Lord I was able to snipe him. How ridiculous. Well, definitely not getting the same time as last time. That's for sure. Yeah, I have Anomaly Echo on. This will speed it up a little. Cool. Now the slowest part of the whole thing, this stupid guy. Oh, I really wanted to get a sub 5-minute one. That would have been cool. Maybe I can kill everybody with just this? Oh. Just barely missed it. Better than the last time. Almost under 5. Almost. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Oh, my Streamlabs is messing up bad. What the hell's going on? Cannot see anything anymore. This is very weird. What is going on?
Taken care of. Your pass is clear. Where'd these bandits come from anyway?
They were insurgents. Defected to our side months ago.
Whole stream just got messed up. What the heck? Roaring Umbra. Interesting. Whew. Sorry guys if I missed something. It's what do you call it? I don't know what's going on with the stream right now. Very odd. My connection messed up? Cleared that one pretty quick. Kinetic Stomp. 4-second internal cooldown. But it technically does more than Shadow Comet. Might be worth trying later. Really, the only thing that slows us down is those elite kills. But I don't hate Boomtown anymore. So that's cool. I feel like Coliseum would suck with this, though. Right? I'm liking Chemplant with it, though. Chemplant's quick with it. Quick with it.
We've been detecting massive energy spikes in insurgent territory near the old chemical plant. Last thing I can afford is those monsters generating more power. I need you to disable their operation. Push your way through the slums, reach that chemical plant, and terminate any bastard you find.
Speeding up. Speeding up. Gotta pick up the speed. Gotta pick up the speed. Clearing that in 2 minutes now? Come on, son. Come on, son. It's almost better if I let them burn down. Yeah, why am I not doing that? That's so stupid. Using when you swap weapons mods? No, I'm not. I'm not. The reason why I'm swapping, so I put Shadow Comet. You can do this with any like on hit weapon mod, but like they have like pretty long internal cooldowns, right? Like it'll say, you know, it has a 3-second cooldown on Shadow Comet, but Shadow Comet deals 200,000 damage. So if I put it on 2 separate weapons, I can swap between them, and it's not going to have that cooldown. See how, like, when I swap, I drop a meteor on top of them? And so that's basically all I'm doing, is just to maximize the amount of damage I'm dealing. This is especially important with anomaly power builds, where your weapon damage is terrible.
Yeah, that matches your blueprint for the plant.
Alright, so this should get them all lined up.
Part of the facility.
Much faster. Any Acari luck today? Bro, our Acari is set, son. I did 3 hours, 4 hours of CT15 farming last night. Got everything we needed. Now we're just cruising, bro. We're speed running this shit, Mr. Bojango. But yeah, you don't even need Shadow Comet. I mean, you could do it with fireworks. You can do it with anything, really. Anything that just has one of those cooldowns and does a lot of damage when you land hits. But I'm just trying to maximize damage. That's pretty much all there is to it. Come on, come on, come on. Get the heat proc. Cool. Guy goes down. These guys should all be lined up. Think we're making okay time? Better than doing the hunts? Hunts are worthless. They're worthless, bro. Straight up. Total worthless. I regret my time spent immensely. Oh yeah, sorry. I think somebody asked earlier if they if I could show my weapon mods. I totally forgot. That's my bad.
What did you do?
Whoever asked, I'll show you.
I'll see if Zahidi can't take a look at it.
Totally my bad. Slipped my mind. That's the ADHD for you.
Ryder. I would expect nothing less from you.
No Legos. Rip. It's okay though. But see how our mod Shadow Comet is like our second highest damage? And even Sandstorm is pretty high and Death Chains is pretty high? That's all just from swapping, right? Shadow Comet, though, I have on both weapons. It does AoE and it hits for like 200k, so I use that as a filler when everything else is on cooldown. And especially with this build where our boss DPS is not strong, really, really, really need that. But for my weapon mods on my Anomaly build, I've got Shadow Comet on both. Up until I got Heir to the Desert, I was just doing that. I was basically switching between Shadow Comet and Shadow Comet, and then like Death Chains is another really decent one. Fireworks is good. There's like a Resistance Breaker one that like just lowers resistance, so if you can get like a, you know, if you can only get Death Chains on something, but it has resistance, whatever, then that would be Resistance Breaker. There you go. See, decrease target's resistance, so you're going to be able to do more anomaly damage. Even this, you know, even Claymore could be decent. But I just rotate between the two. And then ideally, what we're really striving for right now, because I'm pretty happy with the rest of the build, aside from wanting more cooldown reduction, is the Death Shield shotgun that has Fortress, which basically increases your damage by 35%, just straight up off of your, like, 35% of your armor, I think it is? Something to that degree. That mod, it applies to anomaly damage as well, so we really want that. And so if I get that, then I would swap out one of these two, put on Fortress and that gun. Ideally, we would get two of those guns. That way I can deconstruct one and put Fortress on whatever gun I want. And that will really increase our damage as well. That'll put this build into overdrive. But I hope that answers the question of whoever was asking about weapon mods or anything like that. Sorry, let me catch up in chat. Do you think the game would be better if Legendaries had one static tier 3 perk, but the other perks were random? Bro, I need to put that on a t-shirt. Need to put it on a t-shirt. Randomized Legendaries, I've been asking for them since the demo. Since the developers posted and said that Legendaries were going to be curated static rolls, I've been asking for it since the demo, because the fact of the matter is, I'm never going to use... actually, I don't even have it on here, but this is still a fine example. I'm never going to use max health gloves. You lose so much friggin' damage in other stats. Like, who is using max health, long range, and skill life leech? Like, what a weird perk set. You know? And I don't know about... I don't know about the mods, because I do think that people should, you know, people want to have certain things on the mods, and it should be relatively straightforward in terms of finding your class tier 3s. But, you know, maybe you could just have it so the attributes, maybe, okay, first drop, this is my solution. First drop you get of a legendary set piece, or even a weapon, but that's a separate thing. Legendary set piece, first drop is the static curated roll that the developers gave you. And then every subsequent, like, drop of that, all the duplicates, randomized. The stats are randomized. Maybe you keep the tier 3, maybe you keep the tier 3 static, but everything else, randomize it. Because that's what this should be. It should be Diablo the shooter. It should be, we're raining down legendaries. We have, contrary to Reddit's belief, the legendary drop rates are really solid when you're farming where you're supposed to be farming legendaries, right? Like, if you're in CT7, Your chance of getting a legendary, not that high. If you're in World Tier 6, not that high. Even World Tier 15, not that high. But when you're at the place you're supposed to be, CT15, basically every other run, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 legendaries, that's solid. If you're looking for a specific guaranteed drop, you can go and farm hunts or wanted missions in story mode. Like, those are pretty solid legendary rates. So then the next thing is make it so it's worth repeatedly farming. Make it so people can go for those god rolls. And so that comes with randomization. And that's how you get the real build diversity. Because for Pyro, Acari set is really good. Really, really good. And the 3 pieces that you want, these ones have a decent stat roll. They have anomaly power and some combination of cooldown reduction, skill life leech, or status. But the gloves for Acari, for example, are max health, and they're disgusting. Thank you, Snow White, for the sub. Thank you, Damdor, for the sub. Appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the club. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Feel free to check out my build videos. Feel free to follow me on Twitch if you want to see more. Feel free to toss out suggestions. I do need to get to work on a Discord. I just, it's a task. Sorry, let me just catch up with the chat. Seen the Ash build that uses the middle, bottom, and top tree class. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call from my wife. 1 second. I promise I will answer afterwards. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Have you seen the Ash Blast build that used the middle, bottom, and top tree class? I mean, I'm using this. You could do, hypothetically, go all the way up here and get the immobilize. That would give you an increase. And I mean, we're just testing builds today, so I'm down to try out whatever. But that would probably give us a bigger damage boost. You know, this with Fire and Anomaly, it's only 12%, which is pretty garbage if you think about it. So if we dropped that, and we dropped... I'm trying to think. What else would we drop for it? I don't know. We could climb up here. That way when we pop Ash Blast, we get 45% anomaly. That'd be pretty nice. Probably sacrifice. What do we need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. This is fairly well rounded though. This with Fire and Anomaly is pretty shit though. I mean, what is the 12% for 10 seconds? How is that even a skill? All right. Hey, Rough Sleeper. Thanks for chilling out here, dude. Have a good one. Feel free to stop back in whenever. What's up, Lifeless? How are you doing, bro? You get all that extra damage to enemies that are ashed. Oh, you're talking about... up here. I did think about it, but you do get a lot of nice little bonuses for being down here. But I mean, we could go like, geez, I don't know. I guess you could get all the way up there for the bonus damage to ash targets. The problem I have with that is Ash Blast's cooldown is fucking long. So, I mean, you could go up here, go down, but then Overheat's cooldown is long. Skill Leech looks good on Pyro. No, Skill Leech is fine. I would prefer to have, I mean, you definitely want to have Skill Leech because that's where the majority of your healing is going to come from. But depending on the build that you're running, cooldown reduction is super amazing too. Like if you're going middle tree, which was another build I was running, I'll probably put out I should put out a build video for middle tree just because that's the one. If you're running anomaly and you're trying to level up through the challenge tiers or through the world tiers, middle tree is probably the go-to because it relies the least on tier 3 mods and you're really safe. You can just kind of rapid fire abilities. It's really nice. And that's what I was using before I had all this set up. But Skill Leech is solid. I'd like to have more cooldown if possible, but a lot of these Acari pieces just come with Skill Life Leech, so having extra Skill Life Leech down here, a little bit overkill. I'd rather have cooldown here. Sorry, I'm just going down the chat. Lifeless, how are you doing, bro? Is there any skill tree that scales damage with health stat? The closest thing would be Devastator middle tree. The first couple nodes you can get stuff that makes it so you have a lot of health regen, and then your health regen you can go and use like a mod, like what is it called? Not rejuvenation. There's a mod that increases your firepower based on your health regen stat, and so you can get some crazy firepower numbers on Devastator if you run that kind of weird combination. Are you bottom, mid, or top tree? And right now, the build we're testing currently, I am bottom tree because I'm running an overheat build. Want to try Pyro melee build? Not sure if it would work though, but melee everything, then overheat it. Saw a Korean guy doing it, all anomaly using your build, but he went top tree. That could, I mean, it could definitely work. Does that also make it so vulnerable is inflicted as well? What Korean guy DPS glitch? I mean, I'll take a look. We're just testing builds, you know. I'm just trying to find the best that we can do. But a lot of this is weapon damage, you know. So it's like, fuck, like you gotta, like having Ash do vulnerable would be so dope. Having reduced cooldown on Ash Blast would be so dope, but it's like you're picking up so much weapon damage and armor piercing. Weapon damage and armor piercing. There's some resistance pierce. I'd be curious to see that skill tree. We can workshop it though. This is going pretty solid. I was asking because I think if you keep the tier 3 static, but the second perk random and the stats random, you could get truly god roll weapons and armor. Full videos in a different language. Dude, those are some of the best gaming videos, man. People finding different stuff. But I mean, it definitely crossed my mind. You know, you could go up here. Yeah, you get this, which is a waste, but you get a 45% damage increase on Immobilize. 10% there. You could do... Does he get the vulnerable? I would imagine he doesn't even get the vulnerable. Probably comes up here, gets this, gets this. Dr. Alright. One video. Dude, why the hell are his damage numbers so different? Is he running like colorblind mode? All of his shit is yellow. It's weird as fuck. So what he does, he goes, this is what this guy's doing. BC went Archmage, Marks Accumulation, Archmage, gifted this. He jumps over here, gets this, and this is as far as he goes in this tree. So what are you losing? You're losing this anomaly, increased damage to elites, the cooldown reduction on overheat, and a self-revive. Then he comes up here, takes this weapon damage node, takes this, which would be obvious. This one would be obvious to me. Resistance pierce would be obvious. But then he goes all the fucking way down here. I guess you have to. I mean, like, in order to make it function, you're not getting any cooldown reduction on your explosives down here. So you have to get cooldown reduction on Ash Blast. So he takes one wasted node. That. He comes, gets this, and then goes for vulnerable. And then what, I'm guessing, is he running like Ashen Bullets? Sorry, hold on, guys. Just want to see mod-wise. Everything's in fucking Chinese or Korean or whatever it is, so. He's running... whatever the fuck this is. I think I have that on a piece of gear. I just don't know what the hell it... Sorry, hold on. Sorry. Trying to figure out what the fuck mod this is that he's using. Just so I can get an understanding. He's probably doing a bunch of random shit for Ash damage. The only Ash mod that I have would be Ashes and Leeches. But that would not be worth it unless he's doing like a weapon damage hybrid? Maybe? Hold on. Okay. Please forgive me, guys. Alright, so it looks like he's got Ultimate Ash. And then he's got Fortress, which makes sense on the weapon. Then he's got... I don't know what the fuck it is. Something weird. On his secondary. He's running... this with... the fuck is that mod? God, this is such an interesting Forgive me, I'm sorry if this is boring. I'm sorry if I'm missing chats. I'm just curious now. I go down rabbit holes. So what is he running? He's running... What is this? Does anybody have this mod? I probably have it on my Pyro. Is that the one where, like, you get... I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Then for this, he dropped detonator for some other overheat thing. Maybe it's over. It's got to be overheat consumes ash. Okay, probably. Then he keeps this. Tosses on another overheat mod, which I'm guessing is... probably blacksmith, because that would help with that'd help with fortress. He'd get more damage with fortress. Okay. So far makes sense. Then he's running one fucking like one. He's got some tier 3 ash mod that it can't be the one that I'm... Wait, it says 30% there. Maybe it is that one? Use skill increased by 40%. Anybody know what this other ash mod is? Hold up. Let me look at the tier 3. Let's see. Pyromancer tier 3 mods. So sorry, guys. Tier 3 armor mods Pyromancer class. Oh, that's what it is. Death sentence. Your weapon damage and anomaly damage against enemies affected by Ash Blast are then increased respectively for a certain amount of seconds. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. And then final, he uses the increased damage to ash targets. God, I wish I had Fortress. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if this is boring. I just need to see this real quick. I want to see... What's our fastest chem plant time? 7:22 after 2 attempts. How fast does he do this in? Whoops, just fucked up. Sorry. He does it slower than our build currently. That is an interesting take on it. So guys, sorry for How are you doing, Muffin, today? How are you doing, bro? Want to become famous by followers? Fuck no. How about that? God damn, I gotta put in some Twitch chat moderation. Oh, sorry if you hear random shit in the background. It's because Spotify is running through my desktop sound. Gotta find this fucking dude and delete his shit. Banned. Ba-boom. Cool. Alright. So sorry. Yeah, so basically that guy... It's very interesting. It's an interesting way of going about it. You missed some anomaly. You probably do a little bit more weapon damage, maybe. Your Ash Blast overheat combo does a lot more because they have vulnerable. And just applying vulnerable is huge. Hunt is only giving cannonball. CT15 only gives cannonball and done. Oh yeah, dude. Do not bother with hunts. Hunts are straight trash, dude. You will not get an Acari piece. You will not get what you're looking for if you're doing hunts. Straight up. That shit does not exist. The loot rates are 100% scuffed. No exaggeration. Totally fucking impossible. Wish it wasn't true. But it is. Where the hell is this guy? Really? Another one?
What the hell is that noise?
Yeah, really, like, dude, 4 straight days and risking my account doing some Alt F4 farming for that Acari set on hunts just to test. Straight up not worth it. Then I do like 3 hours of CT15 farming and get it immediately. Literally just, if you can't do any other CT15s, just spam run Arcways, spam run Scorched Lands, or whatever the hell it's called. Ah, why did I not think of this before? So stupid. I can melee, proc unstable power. That does so much more damage. Idiot. God, I really want that sub 5-minute time. Come on. Dude, I gotta use my melees. What am I doing? I should have been doing the melees the whole time. That's so much more damage than gun damage. 501?
Colin, the bandit leader's taken care of.
Missed out. Am I using that setup? No, I'm using the setup I was using before.
They were insurgents. Defected to our side months ago.
I mean, I could try that build. I would need to go and farm some stuff, probably. But my chem plant time is faster than the one that he was showing. Dang, I can't believe... I'm so stupid. I should have been... using my melees more. My melees got to do, like, a bajillion damage. That is a cool build, though. I do want to try it. We'll have to work on an eruption build, too. Eruption's just so cool. Old Boomtown God tier build confirmed. We can, the thing is, we can do it so much faster. So much faster. See, I don't think Coliseum will be good with this. I feel like we're gonna get silver on Coliseum. But we'll see. I honestly, I think if I go and I use melees, I can increase my clear time significantly. But we'll see. How much does this melee do? A decent amount. Nothing too crazy. Actually does a lot. Of course, wouldn't be a fun run unless I got hit by 19 million exploding barrels. So we hit this. We hit this. Pop this. Just proceed to punch everything to death. The punches, man. Punches in bunches, baby. Not going near that thing. Oh, see, the clear speed goes up so much with the melees. Everything comes back to the fucking melees, guys. All right, now if we can position right, let's do that. Pop this. It's not the best. Like, this is not the best build for Coliseum, I feel like. Might be okay. Not the best. And we got that Acari set, bro. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Coliseum.
Oh, so I can't believe I wasn't thinking of the melees, guys. How was I not thinking of the fucking melees? I shouldn't use Ash Blast there. That was a mistake. Oh, that sucks. That was so bad of me. It's okay, though. We'll still be alright. Because we got the melees now. Dragonflies down. Oh, now they are. I don't know, man. Gold might be tough with this building Coliseum.
Who the hell are you? What a bunch of clowns.
Fucked up that Ash Blast, so that was terrible. Uh-oh. Crap.
I think that's the last
1 sec.
that maniac
Ah.
Happy about it. Here we go.
Sorry. Wife got locked outside. Almost died. Didn't die. Almost. Could have just cost ourselves gold, though. Oh my gosh. See it from the ashes on him, too? Oh, he's got a Phoenix Aura. Well, that's not going to help us at all. Oh, someone's ringing the door now. Crap. Are you knocking? Back up. Back up, Teddy. Back up.
You just unlock it for me when you open the door? Oh,
Okay, hold on. Let me just finish this. Sorry, guys. We just screwed up our timer. That sucks. Somehow it didn't die, though. Somehow we survived. Might still be able to clutch this. We'll see. We'll see. It's not going to be easy. Whew.
Not a bad shot. Maybe it's time to shut up now. The pod is ours.
It's just, you know, it's just one of those times where the wife has a key. And just says, you know what, don't want to use it. Twice.
Outrider detected. Access granted.
Lego. Let's go. Give me a death shield. Damn it. Give me that there death shield. I'm so tempted to go do wanted things to get it that way, but last time we strayed from the path of the CT15s, we screwed ourselves. So I don't know, man. I just don't know. Okay. I already have this, right? Yeah, that's the branded stuff. Cool. Laser beam. Trash it all. We'll do a chem plant. This time, we're gonna have some freaking melees. Let's try and go for a quicker time here. Pyro, your new favorite, Adam? Man, I really like it. I knew once I got the Acari set. Once I got it, I was like, yo, I'm telling you, this is gonna be dope. And it is. It's dope. Flub that up. Flub that. It's a slower first room clear than last time. See if we can pick it up in the second room. But yeah, man, I'm really liking Pyro. Once you get that legendary set, dude. I mean, even before you get the legendary set, it's solid. But after you get it, you're off to the friggin' races, man. Straight up. Off to the races. Making a pretty good time here, though. Ooh, baby. See, that's the thing. We gotta play with the untamed power. You play around the untamed power, and you're solid. Super solid. We can hit all of these guys. Oh my god, the freezing is so irritating though. Thought that was gonna kill a bunch of people. Did he heal? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Didn't think these guys were gonna come out. I think we're making okay time. See, it's so fun seeing the red dots disappear straight up, bro. Oh, yeah. This is bottom tree right now, but dev bottom tree is really nice too. We got a whole build going straight through CT15 with it. Or going to CT15 with it. Alright. Let's hope we can pull this off right here. We can get these guys to aggro. Oh, we did. We got them. Okay, cool. Still think we're a little slower than our last time. But Melee Devastator, bro. Can definitely do it. Tier 2 and Tier 1 mods all the way. Oh, see, when we weave those melees, though, the boss damage is totally different. What the heck? Thank you. Gotta beat our last time. What was it? 721? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tight. Oh yeah, we're beating it. We're beating it today, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a sub 7. Come on, we can do it.
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
What did you do with it?
It's disabled.
Kinetic AP dev right now with bottom tree bleed.
Look at it. Then found a pod down here.
Say some lies
Base
today,
tanking
Omega.
anything never gets old. Dude, damn straight, bro. I feel like melee is like the least utilized skill in this entire game, but it's so good. Dude, when Pyro is nasty, going up through the challenge tiers. But once you get the 3-piece set, dude, damage goes through the roof. Through the roof. Because, like, I mean, obviously now I have a bunch of tier 3s on because I'm doing this overheat stuff. But before, if you just go middle tree, you basically just need tier 1s and tier 2s. And, like, it's super hard to die. You do a lot of damage. And it's fun. You get to use abilities. You don't have to use volcanic rounds or something. I really need to do a build video for it. But it's like, this was the only legendary that I had for, you know, going middle tree. And it's not necessary at all. It's just kind of nice to have a wider heat wave. That's it. But the set bonus? Mwah. Set bonus is money. It's literally the only legendary set I really like. I bought off. Looking forward to the Pyro build video. Damn straight, bro. It took a while to get there. We went down the road less traveled, and it made a difference because it made us take 10 times longer to get there, but show the mods on my guns. Sure, bro. Hey, Eric. Thank you for the sub, bro. If you have any questions at all, let me know. So, right now, I don't have Death Shield, which sucks. So I'm running basically Shadow Comet on both of my weapons. And that's why I'm swapping weapons back and forth. Because it makes it so you don't have to wait that 3 seconds. I can just keep shooting it. And then I also have Death Chains on one, and Sandstorm comes with the other one. So when I'm swapping, it does Sandstorm and Shadow Comet. And so when you're going AP, especially as you're leveling, to make up for your lack of skill damage, you want to be going and using these types of mods. The ones that like deal damage when you just on shots. Because you're not going to be having any weapon damage, right? So like, let's take a look, see. It doesn't even have to be a tier 3. But there's a couple nice tier 3s. But like, where are ya? Even stuff like Damage Link, Resistance Breaker, like that can be nice. Storm Whip obviously does less damage than what I'm running right now, but it's damage and it's a tier 2. Claymore, that's a really solid one to swap back and forth. It's a little bit more damage. Even not Minefield because that requires killing shots. And Death Chains. Death Chains, I would say, is probably the best one of the tier 2s. But even if you... And so because we're not relying on weapon damage, it doesn't matter what we're using. In fact, I kind of want to use something that's traditionally shitty, like an LMG. You know, normally in a weapon build, you would avoid LMGs, you'd avoid double guns, but because I'm just swapping back and forth, I actually like not having to reload as much, so it's kind of better to have a long, you know, a large clip size weapon that has, you know, if you're leveling and you find a large clip size weapon that has like a Death Chains, a Claymore, Fireworks maybe, and then you can slap on another one. As long as the weapons aren't the same name, then you'll be able to avoid the internal cooldown and just swap back and forth. So it's really, really useful. And while you're leveling, if you go and you do expeditions or something, you're going to see, even as I'm doing it right now, Shadow Comet is like one of my top 2 damage things because I'm constantly using it to fill up the space when I don't have skill cooldowns up. As you climb with Pyro, like originally when I went to World Tier 15, I just went top tree and did volcanic rounds. I put on Vein Ripper and Vampiric Mag, which makes it so if you land a crit, they bleed, and Vampiric Mag makes it so if you get a kill on a bleeding target, then you recycle ammo in your magazine, so you can kind of do an infinite volcanic rounds that way. And then, but what I would actually recommend, much easier to do, in my opinion, is going middle tree all the way down, and then coming up here just for hot situation. And then the skills you'd be running would be Heat Wave, Feed the Flames, and Phaser Blast, which Phaser Beam you don't get it until later in the game, but they're all low cooldown when you run this build. They'll all do decent damage. You'll have a lot of skill leech innately just from some of this stuff. You'll have higher max health. You'll get anomaly power off of that max health. You'll be able to increase your anomaly power by 45%. It's really safe. You can carry. I think you'd be able to run it all the way to CT15. Straight up. And then for mods for that, you just need tier 1 and tier 2 mods, really. If you have anything extra, like if you have a Captain Hunter, that's super beneficial because like the way that you... The only thing that slows it down slightly is killing the elites. But you just rotate through your weapons. You maybe use Untamed Power to do some melees as well. But then really all you need is Burnt Out, which is this bottom mod, which is a tier 1. And then you get the, you use multiple Heat Wave mods. So you have Tidal Wave, and then there's another one that gives you another one. So you have 3 Heat Waves, plus Burnt Out. And then you would also run a mod called Twice as Hot. And Twice as Hot is... nasty. I don't know if I have it on anything here. I should have it on something here. I don't know where it is. But twice as hot basically makes it so every single time if you burn something, which with that middle tree build you would be burning something all the time, whenever you use a skill, it's going to basically do damage to absolutely anything on the map that's burning. And because you have such low cooldowns, you're triggering that all the time, and twice as hot is probably going to be your highest damage ability. All CT15 dev mods that I've collected. Yeah, so like, I mean, really, for that middle tree build, you only need like four mods to really make it like pop. And then for tier 3s, you would just, you know, you could use Captain Hunter would honestly be the biggest one. I'd do a Captain Hunter, I'd do an emergency stance, and like a bullet kindling. It's like one of the only things in the game where mid-tree is like really good. Excuse me. But I'll put out a full... That's the quick and dirty version. And then once you farm enough, you can either go and... you can do this Acari set with that because you're going to have 3 heat waves and you end up doing... Your phaser beam ends up doing a shitload of damage. Or... you can go and switch to like an overheat build or a thermal bomb build or an interruption build. But this Acari, the Acari set is like really what you want to aim for at endgame. But it's by no means 100% needed in order to get there. Please die. Wow, such a weird... I always get the weirdest audio bug here, huh? Don't know how that guy didn't get hit by any of this stuff, but that's okay. Will you run T3 power simulation? Probably not. Everybody's been asking me about that. I'll have to test it out, but I feel like it just... The flat anomaly power mods just don't, in my opinion, they don't seem to cut it. They just don't. They seem to just suck for some reason. Uh-oh. I really want to melee him right now, but if I go in there, I'm just gonna die. Thank God I have fucking Phoenix. Trying to go for a speed clear here. But these guys don't understand that. I am getting lit up this time, huh? Another one? Really? Really want to get a sub 6 minute.
It's like I've wandered into some maniac's idea of a party. Would you look at that? There's a con here.
We're looking solid. We might get a sub 5 minute. Who knows? I gotta play a little risky here, but no! No way! Oh, I screwed up. We were going so fast, too. That was the run. Oh, no way. Damn it. Surprise. You're gonna surprise Pikachu emote me, bro? God damn it. God damn it. I respect it, though. Oh, no. That was a quick one, too. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Alright, don't worry. I'm gonna get a death shield right here. Try to call it. He tried. Damn it. Oh, that hurts the bones, man. It really hurts. That hurts the bones. To answer your question, dang it, we were so freaking close. I mean, I had to play it a little, I had to go with the melees, I had to be a little fast and loose. But I thought that the heat wave would hit the guy on the left and stagger him and not have him hit me. And I did not think I was going to die there. But that's just a misplay. Is Pyro my favorite class right now? I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the build variety, honestly. Right now, it's probably my favorite. But granted, I haven't played my techno, like, at all recently. You know? Right now, it's probably my favorite just because of the build variety. Like, just with... If I could get more Acari if I could get more Acari pieces, that would be dope. Because then I could go and really, like, I could go and remove some of the tier 3s and stuff like that, but you can go Volcanic Rounds, which is pretty viable. I haven't gone and messed around with it with a bunch of tier 3s, but there are some tier 3 Pyro mods that, like, would seemingly increase the damage of Volcanic Rounds a lot. Like, where is it? Where are you? This. Decrease the resistance of enemies damaged by this skill by 34%. That's a pretty big resistance reduction. I mean, you're basically doing true damage at that point. But like stuff like that, you could go and make a Volcanic Rounds build viable. Like you also have eruption builds that you could do. Middle tree. You could do middle tree with just tier 1 and tier 2s. You could do middle tree with tier 3s. That makes it even better. Middle tree with Acari, which makes it probably the best. And you can do overheat builds. Did you get many other pieces from Coliseum? No. Not a one, sir. Not a one. I don't believe, anyway. I could... That's a lie. I 100% don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't run Coliseum for any of them. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay, flubbed that. Missed the heat wave. Solid. Solid start so far. Screw up everything. This guy's up here. Hold on. I want to reset. Ugh. That was atrocious. Eruption builds are dope. I ran that for a while. Now that we have these pieces, they probably are even better. Eruption's just such a cool ability. You know? It's just such a cool ability. Like, I want to make it work. You can definitely make it work. Are they going to patch the DLC gun bug? I honestly have no idea. I would assume so. I don't know what their exact stance is going to be on it. Like, are they going to go and patch all of those guns? Are they going to, you know, like, are people going to get watermarked if they did it in a certain way? I legitimately don't know. Ow. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, could I get hit by more of these things? I don't want to die here, so I gotta pop overheat. That's obnoxious. I swear to God, I hit every single exploding barrel that exists on every map. Oh my gosh, and I don't have a second heat wave for this. Oh no, I do. Okay, cool. It's a visual bug. Just deleted that, dude. This guy's taking a little longer to kill than usual, and he teleported away from me, so, like, that's fucking cool, I guess. Now these guys are all gonna spread out, probably. As is tradition, we get hit by the exploding barrel. Making decent time, I think. Edna Gigablast debris 3 times eruption is absolutely insane. Yeah, it sounds like it would be. Oh my gosh. The cryo rounds, though. Am I just gonna die here? Is this real life? Ah! This is not my run. Every possible annoying enemy ability is going to be hitting me today. Welcome to Jackass. This is one of our slower clears, unfortunately. Do you think the classes should have passive resistance to each status? Dev resistant to bleed, pyro to fire? No, because some statuses are just way more prevalent. You know? Like, as you go up in the challenge tiers and in the world tiers, right? Like, everything, like, look at the bottom of my screen anyway, like, everything applies bleed. Everything applies vulnerability. You know? And so it's like, if you're immune to bleed, that's a hell of a lot better than being, like, no enemies apply slow to you, really. Right? So it's like, oh, okay, Trickster's thing is useless. As nice as it would be to be immune to fire. You know? At this point, you're basically an exploding barrel. Dude, straight up, though. Like, if there's one in the room, it just happens. Honestly, the AoE on them is, like, friggin' insane. It's not like I don't see them. It's just, like, I just assume I'm out of range. And pray. And hope. Please just die. Thank you. Dang, I really want to get a sub 7-minute chem plan. I got carried to CT15. Congrats, man. As long as you had fun, dude. Whoops. Screwed that up. Maybe it won't matter. Still under 8, but...
Shira, about those energy spikes? The insurgents had a functioning power cell down here.
Dude, I feel like we're real close to getting a death shield. I don't know.
Take a look at it.
I feel like we're so close. It's just like barely out of reach. Maybe if I got a flex on it. Fucking cannonball. Never flexing again. God dang it. Was with a random too? It's awesome, dude. Congrats. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break for a little bit, hang out with the wife, but I will either be back on later or I'll be back on, you know, tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out. As always, go and check out the builds, go follow on Twitch, sub on YouTube, toss some likes and comments wherever for the algorithm. We got our Pyro build set up, so we're trying to speed farm And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know.